Hey guys, welcome back to the Suerte Panda channel. So hope everyone's having a good holiday season so far. So today I want to go over how you can get some free Luna Christmas presents from a project called Convex and its corresponding voting application, Votium. So let's get right into it. So I put free Luna in quotation marks because nothing is truly free. There are some upfront costs, like there's some things you need to know, and that there's always a catch. So the first big catch is that unfortunately gas costs are still, even though they're lower than in recent weeks, it's still kind of high. So like it's kind of spoiling like the Christmas season. So you do need some ETH to pay for gas costs and for other things. But 63 Gwei is still better than like 100 and 200 and above Gwei gas costs. So I'm gonna assume that you already familiar with um, the Terra Luna ecosystem and Ethereum in general. Um, but recently, Terra Form Labs they recently had a proposal to increase liquidity for their UST token, specifically their wormhole UST. Right now, there's a different UST token that's based off of like their I think the Terra Bridge, like the current version, but they want to upgrade that so that I guess it's compatible with the wormhole their bridge. So like right now, like the wormhole bridge, you can use it to bridge different Terra products to Solana, Polygon, Ethereum, and I believe Binance Smart Chain. I haven't used it extensively yet. I've only been using the old uh, the old Terra bridge. So that's why I think they want to bring like the kind of like the new UST pool through different chains. And I think it makes sense um, to bridge it to Ethereum first because like there's a lot of money locked up in here, and hopefully they'll bring it across to like different platforms. So they're gonna use let's see, they're gonna use Vodium, Convex, and Tokamak. I haven't played around with Tokamak just yet because it's a little expensive to be doing stuff on Ethereum. But let's concentrate on Convex and Vodium first. So the first, well, the second thing that you need is some Convex tokens. And the bad part about Convex is that even though I like the project, it's still like the liquidity isn't that great just yet. They're only on like a handful of DeFi platforms and CeFi platforms. So I think the biggest one that they're on is I think something called OKX, and even that it might not be available to a lot of folks. So yeah, you kind of have to poke around a little bit, and I'll show you some sources later. So basically, what you want to do is once you do have some convex tokens, so like you could probably bridge some Ethereum over to like SushiSwap or I think Uniswap as well, and then like you can convert your Ethereum to convex, and then once you have enough, for me I think like around like $20,000 worth, will make it worth it so that just to cover like the cost and then like eventually make a like a small profit. Unfortunately, you have to be patient with Ethereum because like they're still working through their scaling issues, and unfortunately, it's probably going to be a while. And I'll break down some of the costs later. Later. Um, so basically, you want to go to the vote the vote locking page. You want to approve first and then lock it, and then you have to go over to delegate some of their uh, you know some of the your votes. And over here, I went to CoinGecko just to give you a list of like the available markets that Convex is currently trading on. So I don't have much experience with most of these. I'm just familiar with SushiSwap, Uniswap. I've heard of Gate.io and OKX. And then there's also like a coin X. So it's up to you whether you want to go through like the DeFi route or the CeFi route. I think for a lot of folks, it might be cheaper to go CeFi, or if you're lucky and like you just happen to be, um, I guess depending on your circumstance, um, where you're in a time zone where you can get cheaper gas costs. It could be cheaper to just convert ETH and to, convert your ETH to Convex, CVEX. So it depends on your personal situation. So you can, you know, I'll let you do your own cost comparison. Um, so so once you're in the Votium page, you can go to a list of like proposals. This is just like the current week. So I think in the future, there'll be more opportunities. So because I think the current Terraform proposals up to 6 months. So even if you miss like this round of votes, there'll be chances later to vote for your favorite project besides Luna. As you can see, at the time of this recording, there are a few other projects that want to incentivize like their own projects. So what happens here is they'll give you like a reward for voting for their project. So like for example, uh, in this current round, I believe it's pretty new. So they're gonna uh, Terraform is gonna give you Luna if you vote for the UST wormhole pool on Curve, and because basically Convex is like kind of like a like a brother or sister project to Curve, and if you have enough Convex, you can swing some of your votes to like different projects that you like, and in return you'll get rewards for it. Um, so let's go to like I just want to show you what it looks like. So like I already voted for like this UST wormhole. So like on I believe the Tuesday after each vote ends, like you'll get like the reward. I've done this for two previous rounds that I got for like around $20,000 worth of convex. I got $100 like 50 worth. So right now like I'm still like kind of in the hole in terms of like making getting like a decent return on my investment. Um, well, in terms of like yield, because I think in the future like convex like there'll be like some decent price appreciation, but um, in the meantime, while I wait for price appreciation, it's good to get some like rewards in the meantime while I wait. So it's kind of like you're getting like these rewards are kind of like a sort of like a dividend or interest payment for holding the Convex token and locking them up so you can vote. So I just want to show you like like the number of like what it looks like after like you confirm your vote, and then like it'll show you that later on in the screen, like it'll show you where that you voted like 100% for a certain project. And of course, like you don't have to vote for just like one project. You can kind of break it up. As you can see, some people like they've um, split their votes across like different projects. But for me, I think because I'm like 20,000 is a decent amount for me, but I'm still compared to like the big Ethereum whales, I'm like a nobody. But you know, everybody has to start somewhere, right? So some caveats. There's obviously some contract risk because there's also like a few things few hoops that you have to jump through. So first is you have to assume that Convex is I think it's still a pretty decent project, but it's still like less than a year old. And then there's also like the Vonium page, so like hopefully there's no hacks or weird exploits. So and then like for me like 20,000 is a decent amount of money, but for other people it could be like too much, or like depending on who you are, $20,000 is like nothing. So it really depends on who you are. For me, I think like 20,000 is kind of like the bare minimum that I would think would be worth it, because like just the gas cost you have to cover, that you have to always keep it in the back of the mind. You have to cover those costs. So unfortunately, the Ethereum gas cost, they're variable. But just to give you like a kind of like a breakdown of how much how much it could cost, like, so like you don't get like sticker shock when you're actually, if you decide to do this. So I spent around like $20,000. Uh, well, at the time, like obviously it fluctuates. Like obviously try to grab Convex whenever there's like a dip, or if like right now, like the general crypto market is kind of crappy, so this could be a good time to maybe pick some up. But it's up to you. Obviously, this is not financial advice or gambling advice or life advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And just to be aware, there's like, when you approve and lock on Convex, um, like, and again, it's so variable. Like, so at the time, like I paid like $131 just to approve and lock, and that was like about, like, when the gas costs were like around 96. And then also when I was trying to do like the Vodium delegation, that was like another $20, so that was also around like 96 Gwei. Um, in the previous two rounds, um, like the claiming cost, like for the rewards from Vodium, was about $31 per claim. Like, and I don't want to say it was like around like 51 Gwei. But like like the gas costs like were kind of fluctuating, so you have to keep that in mind. And you could also claim multiple rewards at the same time. That might, like, you know save you a little bit of time and gas costs as well. Or the other thing is, like, I actually plan to, like, well, assuming like Terra Luna goes through with like the whole 6 months, in future like voting rounds, I want to like just vote for Luna, because I really like the project, and I do like the UST coin. Um, so I want to kind of like stack them up, and then, like, when gas costs are like a relatively low again, like I want to just claim them all at the same time. And I guess I want to also maybe make like a follow-up video to what I want to do with the Luna token. Um, so, and then there's also like the bridging costs, because I, like, early in the week I also bridged a little bit of money from Luna, excuse me, from Ethereum to Luna, and that cost me, like, if you use the bridge, like the Terra bridge, like it cost me about $6, but at the time it was 43 Gwei. So if like gas cost rises again, then I have to pay like a higher bridging cost. Um, so, and then, like, just to wrap things up, which is the better way to go? Like, obviously, if you just decide to hodl either Ethereum or Luna, it's easier and like there's less cost. But if you want to go through like the convex route, to get like some kind of like a pseudo passive income, there's like a risk that, like, there's some projects the projects could go to zero, or like there's like hacks or exploits, and it's a bit of a pain in the butt. But to me, it's worth it. Because, like, my thought rationale is that I want to stack up the Luna tokens, and then when I bridge it over to like the Luna ecosystem, I can bond my Luna tokens, and then I can actually borrow some UST against my Luna collateral. So if I, at the, for the amount of money that I put up, like, it's not that much, but I think for me, like, every bit helps. And then it also, like, you know, in the future, if I have more money, then I can actually, put it into like this convex system, grab more Luna tokens and just like borrow some collateral and then redeposit into Anchors for to get some interest payments. Because right now Anchor pays out about 19% interest on their stablecoin, on their UST stablecoin. So I think it's a pretty good product. Um, but we'll see how it goes. Like I'll probably wind up making like a follow-up video, and I hope this helps some folks like make some educated and informed decisions. If you like this video and you want to see more of this, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye now.